the #1 food to remove fat from your liver. In the past, a fatty liver was mostly caused by alcohol, but nowadays it's caused by something different. We're talking about a problem that can extend beyond the liver. Issues like type 2 diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure. And this leads me to the biggest confusion of this disorder. The medical profession is very careful not to give you the cause-effect relationship. Instead, they talk about the risk factors. They list all these things like obesity and diabetes and high blood pressure. And if you have these, you're at risk for getting this fatty liver issue. This is why they're even changing the name from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease to something called MASH, metabolic dysfunction-associated steatohepatitis. Now, what does that mean? That's basically a fatty liver with inflammation. They really kind of keep things disconnected. It's all confusing for the average person. I mean, it's obvious to me what's causing it, but for the average person, it's all kind of general and confusing. So basically, they're going to focus in on the smoke detector without really looking at the fire behind it. And that way, we can treat each individual risk factor with a different medication. Now, I want to show you a clip of another way that they hide the real cause. Check this out. Most of the population has had excess nutrition day after day after day, and that's what ends up causing damage to the liver and many other organs. I mean, that just sounds funny as a cause for fatty liver. You're chronically eating too much nutrition. I mean, if I just told you right now you're suffering from chronic overnutrition, you might ask me, what the heck are you talking about? Overnutrition is too much sugar, too much starch or refined carbohydrates, or too many seed oils. They're not nutritious because they don't have any nutrients. You cannot live on those foods forever without getting sick. I'm talking about the breads, pasta, cereal, crackers, biscuits, waffles, pancakes, especially industrial sugars like high fructose corn syrup, which really harms the liver. Anytime you eat glucose, all of your cells can metabolize it, but not fructose. If we look up this disease online, it'll tell you that rarely are you going to really experience any symptom other than fatigue. Sometimes right upper quadrant discomfort, cognitive problems. You're going to notice like your skin is a bit yellow, your feet getting hot or itchy. You're definitely going to notice a gut. You have too much fat in your liver that's spilling off into and around your organs. If you read further on fatty liver information, diet sections often mention certain foods. They sometimes list red meat, organ meats, liver, and eggs as causing fatty liver. But if you look up those studies, they are observational studies. In other words, they use food questionnaires and ask people to remember what they ate in the last year. And they don't control other variables like sugar intake, fries, smoking, or alcohol. So these observational studies are very weak science. When you want to influence public opinion, these are the types of studies often used in media reporting. If red meat, liver, and eggs truly caused fatty liver, then why did this epidemic explode after we reduced saturated fat? Could it possibly be because we dramatically increased refined carbohydrates in the diet? There is data showing that if you go on a low-carb ketogenic diet, you can reduce up to 50% of the fat in your liver within a few weeks. So the real question becomes, what should you actually eat if you want to reverse fatty liver effectively and support liver health? The first major food is grass-fed red meat. This is not just beef, but also lamb. It helps improve insulin resistance and supports blood sugar control. It is rich in high-quality protein and nutrients like zinc, copper, and CoQ10 that support liver repair. Next is eggs. One of the most important nutrients for fatty liver recovery is choline, and egg yolks are extremely rich in it. Eggs are also naturally low in carbohydrates, which helps reduce liver fat buildup and supports better metabolic function overall. Then we have cruciferous vegetables. These include foods like broccoli, cabbage, and especially fermented forms like sauerkraut. They support detoxification pathways in the liver and help reduce fat accumulation. I also like arugula with olive oil and nutritional yeast. Another important food is wild-caught fatty fish like salmon. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in the liver. Cod liver and cod liver oil are even more concentrated sources that further support liver health and metabolism. Broccoli sprouts are also very powerful. They contain sulforaphane, a compound known for supporting detoxification, reducing inflammation, and helping with blood sugar control. You can add them to salads for extra liver-supporting benefits. Now, the most surprising food for liver health is actually liver itself. Grass-fed beef liver or lamb liver is extremely nutrient-dense and contains high amounts of choline, iron, zinc, and selenium, all essential for reducing fat in the liver. Liver is one of the richest natural sources of nutrients that directly support liver repair and fat reduction. It works by supplying the body with highly bioavailable vitamins and minerals that improve metabolism and help reduce inflammation. When you combine these foods together, you get a powerful liver-supporting meal. Grass-fed liver cooked with onions and garlic, served with eggs, arugula salad, broccoli sprouts, and a bit of sauerkraut creates a nutrient-dense healing plate. Thanks so much for watching.